What's up, guys? Welcome back to RacingNews.com and welcome back to another one of our previews. Well, let's go to Parx. That's where the big racing is, and let's go Saturday, September 21st. Race 12 on that card at Parx. It is a Grade 1 Cotillion Stakes. $1 million going a mile and 16th for the 3-year-old fillies. Well, I kind of chuckle because I think we all know who the top pick's going to be. We'll get to her in a second. But let's go through the field and, look, instead of me saying, hey, here's the top pick and then ending the video, I'll kind of give you the horse I like in second so you can play in a straight exacta or if you just want to take a shot against the big favorite. Like I said, we'll get to her in a minute. Let's start here, and let's start with the number 1, Power Squeeze. This is a horse that is a Grade 1 winner as she won the Alabama Stakes last time out at Saratoga. Grade 1 victory there. Also won the Delaware Oaks 2 races back as well. That was a Grade 3 event. And also a Grade 2 winner, won the Gulfstream Park Oaks as well. So the number 1, Power Squeeze, looks awfully good. And if it wasn't for the presence of a gorilla, as Kenny McPeak calls her, then you would really think the number 1, Power Squeeze is here with a huge shot. But she should be fine. The horse does come from way out of it. On paper, there's not a ton of pace, so maybe that'll be a little bit of a problem for Power Squeeze. But overall, talent-wise, definitely here. The number 2 is Scalable. This is a horse coming off of 2 straight wins as well, just like Power Squeeze. Hers came in an allowance win at Churchill Downs 2 races back at this distance. And then last time out, won the Monmouth Park Oaks, a Grade 3 event there, won by 3/4 of a length. So, look, another one that, without the presence of a Thorpedo Anna that we'll talk about in a second, you think, hey, up-and-coming horse, got a shot. Paco Lopez riding for the second straight time. Maybe we could see something here. But again, it's going to be really tough matching up with who she's going to have to. But when you're looking for second or third place horses, there's worse ones you can play than Scalable. She's ran pretty well in 2 straight races. The number 3 is Tarifa, and this is a horse that, leading up to the Kentucky Oaks, I know a lot of people liked. Won an allowance at Fairgrounds, won the Rachel Alexandra at Fairgrounds, and then the Fairgrounds Oaks, and then was 5-1 in the Kentucky Derby, ran 9th, beaten 18. Little bit of a layoff, came back to Ellis Park last time out, ran in the Abaddon Oaks, second, beaten 2 1/4. I mean, it wasn't great. It was the first race off the layoff. It was 7 furlongs. So, there's some reasons maybe the horse didn't run quite as well. I think the horse will run better in this spot. And I think it's important to note, Flavian Pratt gets back aboard. He was aboard for 2 out of those 3 wins at Fairgrounds. Florent Giroux was on last time out at Ellis. So getting Flavian back is important. And I think that gives her a shot to kind of, run a little bit better race than what we saw for the last 2 races. The number 4 is Everland. This horse looks to be a little bit overmatched. We saw her run against Thorpedo Anna way back in the Kentucky Oaks. She ran 5th, beaten 12. This was a horse before that had been in all synthetic or turf races. Ran in 3 more turf races after the Kentucky Oaks. Didn't win any of them, didn't hit the board. Then last time out, ran an allowance at Ellis, finishing 3rd, beaten ahead. I'm not a huge fan of Everland in this spot. I think she's going to be a pretty big price. I think it's going to be hard-pressed for Everland to make much of an impact. Number 5 is Siderama, whatever. This horse coming off of a 2nd-place effort, only beaten a nose by Power Squeeze in the Delaware Oaks. Before that, this filly had won 2 straight races, a maiden special weight at Keeneland, and then an allowance race at Churchill. So kind of climbed up the ladder, ran in the Grade 3 last time out, earned her shot after, kind of running through her conditions, and ran very well, was bet down to 3-5 that day. So people really liked her. I like her here as well. I think she's an interesting horse, and another one, an alternative to the heavy favorite. This one does make a little bit of sense. All right, speaking of the heavy favorite, the number 6 is Thorpedo Anna. She should be 1-5 in here. And look, she's just been incredible this season, winning the Fantasy, winning the Kentucky Oaks, winning the Acorn, winning the Coaching Club American Oaks. All 4 of those races, did it in hand, did it without any problem. 2nd by a head last time out in the Traverse Stakes, gaining with every stride on fierceness. Oh, just missed it. But look, now we're here in this Cotillion. I think the big key is, did that race take anything out of her? And if the answer is yes, she still might win. If the answer is no, there's no chance she's losing here. These other ones just cannot match up. I would venture to say it, she may not be absolute 100%. However, her workouts kind of suggest she's doing okay. She bounced out of the race and had a little bit of slower work first back, but that second work back, she looked like her old self, at least from a timing standpoint. So, look, if you're going to think it's hey, I'll take a little shot. Maybe it took a little bit out of her. I get it. I understand it. You know, you try to beat a favorite. You try to get to some reasons why. But to me, I think she'll run okay. You know, maybe it's not going to be a Travers effort. It doesn't have to be. You know, if she can just run the Coaching Club American Oaks, Acorn, Kentucky Oaks, Fantasy, well, maybe not the Fantasy, but the other three, should be okay to win. So Thorpedo Anna, the 6, is going to be very tough. The 7 is Gunsong. This is a horse that won the local prep race for this last time out, beat Impel and Wonder Ride in the Catherine Sophia, and did it pretty nicely. I think it was a pretty good effort. 2 races back, like we kind of mentioned, the Monmouth Park Oaks, that grade 3 event there at Monmouth, was second to Scalable, but only 3/4 of a length behind. You go back 3 back to the Acorn, beaten 24 by the favorite today, Thorpedo Anna. So it's going to be tough to turn the tables. Was also beaten 7 3/4 to Power Squeeze back in the Gulfstream Park Oaks as well. So look, I think this horse is fine. That just, you know, maybe others a little bit more. So it's a lot of horses have beaten her that are in this field. Let's keep going to the final horse, and that's the number 8, Mystic Lake. I really like this horse. I'll just throw that out right now. 3 races back in the Miss Preakness, a horse I supported that day, and just ran a fantastic race, ran them off their feet at 5-1 there, got the victory. Supported her again in the victory ride, only to see her run second, beaten 3/4 of a length. And then last time out, Charlestown Oaks ran very well in that race. I kind of thought my main squeeze would be hard to beat. Mystic Lake just dominated that race and looked great. Now, stretching out in distance, those races were at 6, 6.5, and 7 that I just mentioned. Now we're at 1/16. Not really sure what she'll do going longer. She's never done it. Well, I should take that back. She's done it once at Woodbine over the synthetic going 1/16. She was third, beaten 4 1/4. Not the best effort, but also it was synthetic. It was at Woodbine. That was a long time ago, you know, 2023, almost, well, about 10 months ago, let's say, around. So, yeah, I don't really take a look at that race and say there's impossible that she can do it. I just look at it and say, well, who knows? But we kind of need to show that we can go long on the dirt here. So Mystic Lake, good horse. I don't know. This is a weird spot. We'll see what happens. All right. Obviously, like I said, number 6, Thorpedo Anna will be my pick in this race. I'll single her in all the sequences and single her on top and exactas and tries. That's just what I do when I have a heavy favorite. I'll put her on top of some stuff and, you know, just hope to get the 2nd or 3rd place horse right, or a double, pick 3, pick 4, whatever. Her best race wins this easy. Her B effort wins this easy. And if it's a C or D effort, well, she might lose, but I don't really think that's going to happen. So then it's about, okay, who are we going to pair her up with? And to me, I think it's pretty simple. I think Power Squeeze is the horse you pair her up with. And I think you go straight Thorpedo Anna on top and Power Squeeze in second, and you play it that way. She's very consistent. I don't think she can close and beat a horse like Thorpedo Anna, but you know, if something weird's happen, I really think Power Squeeze will just keep on running and get up for at least a piece of it. So I put Power Squeeze in second, but Thorpedo Anna definitely on top. All right, that'll do it for our preview of the Cotillion Stakes live Saturday, September 21st at Parx. It'll be race 12 on the card. If you need coverage for all the races, the ones before, the ones after, go to racingdudes.com. That's where our main website is, and that's what you always want to go reference and check out. And we've got everything for you. We've got free win picks for every track every day. We've got best bets, and we've got rockets, and we've got Somobombs, and we've got premium product. You got everything you could ask for right there at racingdudes.com. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching this. Make sure to hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're betting Parx on Saturday.